Thank you. Michael? Chairman, members of the committee, I'm Michael St. Pierre from Hope, Rhode Island. I'm here in my personal capacity tonight. I think many of you up there know me. I've been a practicing lawyer for the last 31 years. I've always championed the rights of people that needed assistance, access to justice more than anything else. 10 years ago, I served as the president of the Rhode Island Bar Association, and I was before this very body advocating and championing those rights, equal access to justice and civil rights to all. 3 years ago, I was privileged to serve as the president of the Rhode Island Trial Lawyers Association, and again, I took that position in my official capacity to come here and advocate for different bills to ensure equality for all in Rhode Island. Those that know me all these years, I've always very carefully kept my public life from my private life. The sanctity of my family, the privacy of my family has always been sacrosanct to me. I'll work every day and be in the public, be in the courtrooms, be before this legislature advocating for my clients' rights. When it came to my family, I always kept that certainly within my family unit. Tonight, or I should say today, Friday morning early, is different. I'm here tonight as a father. I'm married to my wife Lisa. We've been married for 28 years. I have two beautiful sons. I have a son who's 26 and a son who's 23. I'm here because I'm a long-standing practicing Catholic. I grew up in North Providence in the state. I went to church every Sunday. I didn't go to Easter Vigil and Christmas Eve and not hit any of the ones in between. For the last 22 years, I've lived in Scituate, very active member of my parish. I'm proud to say my wife has taught the First Communion students up there for the last 22 years. I've been active in my music ministry for the last 15 years in my church. My boys have been involved in that church as altar servers and in other capacities. I have something in common with Senator Connolly. I was educated at Boston College by the Jesuits. And as we see what happened this past week in Rome, a Jesuit education can get you quite far these days. I raised my sons in a faith-filled family. 8 years ago, my oldest son, Michael, told my wife and I that he was gay. This is he graduated from LaSalle and was going on to college. I can say that the immediate reaction of myself and my wife was unconditional, undeniable love for my son, Michael. We always support him, and I told him we always will support you, no matter what you do. You're our son. I would be misstating it if I said to you that when I heard this revelation from my son, that I was okay with it right from the get-go. It took an adjustment for me as his parent to accommodate, to wrap my arm around these issues, and I've done that. I have come to believe that two people who genuinely get into a committed relationship, that love each other, should have the right to do that. And if it's marriage as part of that commitment, they should have the right to do that. No government should deprive them of that right. Certainly no church should deprive them of that right. I look at my two sons, my youngest son David and my oldest son Michael. I want them to look at each other and understand that they each have the right to pursue happiness, however they want to do that. And if part of that pursuit is to get involved in a committed marital relationship, they ought to have that right. That's why I'm here tonight. Do I have a self-interest? Of course I do. This is my rock. This is my family. These are my boys. And I am advocating for them as their father. But I'm advocating for the sons and daughters of everyone that's up there and everyone that's behind me today and for every day after here. You all have an historical opportunity to address an inequity, to address a wrong, to honor a civil and a human right for two people who want to get into a committed, long-term relationship. Now, I'm speaking in support of Senate 38, but I think I'd be remiss, as the lawyer in me coming out again, if I didn't put a few words to, I believe it's termed Senate 708, which is, I'll call it the referendum offer of compromise. This issue, this civil right, human right issue, is far too important for you as our representatives to abdicate your responsibility, to delegate your responsibility to a a referendum or a majority vote. I dare say if we did that in the 60s when I was a little boy for civil rights in the South, and we put it to a majority vote in Alabama and Mississippi where a lot of injustices were happening, they may still not have those rights. Or it would have certainly been years or decades before they had those rights to sit on the bus right next to me or anyone else and to have the same accommodations. There are many instances in history where you don't wait around to let it evolve. If it's the right thing to do, you do it now. So for all those reasons, as I said, I'm not here in my official capacity. I've been here many times with that hat on. Today I'm here as a father, practicing Roman Catholic. I love my boys. I want them to have the same right as everybody else. Thank you.
Are there any questions or comments for Mr. St. Pierre? Thank you.